Welcome to the gold mine for Long Beach State women's basketball against San Francisco. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. The Beach will have a chance to secure their first win of the season tonight. They suffered a late comeback and a 3-point loss against Sacramento State on Saturday to drop to 0-4. Despite the loss, Jacoya Jones-Brown dropped a career-high 29 points and won Big West Player of the Week. The Atlanta native is averaging 18.5 points per game to begin her sophomore season. San Francisco sits at 2-2 to begin their schedule. The Dons beat UC San Diego, who won the Big West last year, at home in their last game. That 11-point victory is notable for the Beach as a measuring stick against a Big West team. San Francisco has been led by sophomore guard Candy Edek-Paiba, who transferred to the Dons from Seattle this summer. JayDe, both these teams have struggled to take care of the ball so far.
Yeah, that's right, Bruce. And as good as the guards have been for both teams, turnovers have been a thorn in the side of both coaching staffs. Long Beach State, after committing 18 costly turnovers against Sacramento State, now hold the unwelcome distinction of sitting 338th among 359 Division I programs for the worst turnovers per game differential in all of Division I basketball. As for the Dons, Sunday's big win over UC San Diego was filled with plenty of stand-up performances, but their 24 turnovers marked the third straight game where they had 20 or more. As both teams search for a hot start here in the Gold Mine, Bruce, efficient, clean offense will be the name of the game.
The Beach, one of only 3 winless teams in the Big West at this point. They're joined by UC Riverside and Cal State Bakersfield, all searching for their first win. The Beach will have a chance to get it here today at the Gold Mine, their second straight home game played here in this building, as there's still rain falling. It's been a rainy week and a half, and it's forced a few matches down here to the Gold Mine as the pyramid continues to leak. We do have to acknowledge the renaming of the Walter Pyramid, no longer the Walter Pyramid as of today. It is the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid that still has leaks in the roof despite the name change.
Yeah, really unfortunate. We're going to miss the Walter Pyramid. We're going to miss calling it the Walter Pyramid, but that new naming rights deal gives the school $8.5 million over the next 12 years to reinvest into athletics and hopefully fix that leaky roof.
All that money up front, that $8.5 million, so a lucrative deal for Long Beach State athletics. Take you through the starting lineup here in the Gold Mine for Long Beach State. They've got 3 guards. Jacoya Jones-Brown runs the point. Brenna Pukas, the true freshman, in there. And Calif Pepe, the senior, also starts at guard. 2 in the front court, Kenan Ka, the junior, and Judy Oliva Fernandez, the sophomore. For San Francisco, they've also got a 3-guard starting lineup. Candy Edek-Paiba runs the point alongside Mara Nira and Aina Cargill. And then the front court for the Dons, Noella Marino and Natasha Taushova.
Yeah, this is a San Francisco Dons team that has 11 of their 13 players from international recruitment. Also a Dons team coming off that big win against UC San Diego, 80-69, the most points they've scored in a single game. They had 44 at halftime, so a high-scoring offense that was able to do the job on the hilltop has now come down to Long Beach, hoping to continue that momentum.
This is only the second road game of the season for San Francisco so far. They lost at Boise State back on November 9th, and that's it until this one. Long Beach State wearing their regular home white uniforms, black numbers with yellow plating, same thing as the stripes down the side, black with a gold accent. San Francisco in all green, Dons across the chest. We've got a delay here before tip-off, trying to get everything set. This game has just moved down here to the Gold Mine this morning due to the rainfall. They just cleared off a men's basketball game in the Battle at the Beach tournament. Montana State took on Nobel University. That game only finished about an hour before this one, so it was a rapid cleanup process to get all the new staff in here and ready for this women's basketball game.
Yeah, a lot going on in the Gold Mine, a lot going on this week at Long Beach State, but Coach Amy Wright is going to have this team focused and dialed in. How both these teams start, Bruce, is going to be oh so important as we unfold here in the Gold Mine tonight.
Now the whistle blows and we're ready to go. Oliva Fernandez going up against Mourinho, but the Beach win the tip. Kenan Ka has it right in the front court. Takes a couple dribbles, but now the whistle blows. Looks like the shot clock did not start on time. We've seen that a few times already to begin this young season, JayDe. A delay will send the ball to an inbound pass from the sideline for Long Beach State as they get the shot clock in order.
Yeah, we saw this a lot against Sacramento State with the ball in play and the clock not running, the shot clock not running. You mentioned the scramble between both games. Technical staff also having to reset and make sure everything is good to go. San Francisco against UC San Diego in their last game got off to an 8-0 run to start that game, a rapid start, especially on the defensive and offensive glass. San Francisco, a very good rebounding team, so Long Beach will need to take quality shots here to open up this first quarter.
They out-rebounded the Tritons 50-30 in that win. Jacoya Jones-Brown to pass it in from the sideline. She goes to Kenan Ka in the right corner. Pepe cutting, but Ka instead goes up to Pukas on the right wing. Pukas one dribble, now hands back to Ka, who's moving up to the top, picks up her dribble, now swings back to Pukas on the right side. Pukas tries to go down low to Pepe. She gets it up, but a foul is called on the floor before Pepe lays it in. It's a foul against the Dons. Beach will keep it from the baseline.
Yeah, Calif Pepe having a decent season, the San Diego State transfer. When she's able to get off to good starts, all her work starts on the glass. A very good rebounder. Hoping she can get on the score sheet here early, too.
Jacoya Jones-Brown inbounding again. Gets up to the top. It's tipped out of bounds. Good active hands from Natasha Tausheva. She knocks it out of bounds. Still 16. Well, it's going to be reset. It should have been 20 on the shot clock right as that one was tipped out. Still showing 16 as we have another stoppage. The official walked over and the word to the scorers table was, is the shot clock okay?
Yeah, still trying to figure that part out. And Jacoya Jones-Brown, the point guard, the primary ball handler. We've seen Long Beach State have troubles this season when she's the inbounder, looking for a second ball handler, a second primary option to run the offense. With Jacoya Jones-Brown out of bounds so far, San Francisco doing a good job denying her the ball.
Third inbound pass already. It goes to Kenan Ka in the corner. She swings right to Pepe on the right block. Pepe now faces the basket and gets called for a travel. Took a step just barely early before she put the ball on the hardwood. So it's a turnover for Long Beach State. We're 30 seconds into this first corner. Dons have their first possession. Cargill runs the point. Now they pass it along the wing. It's Nira with it on the left wing. She goes over to Ektapaiba. Now she goes to the block. Back cut goes right back to Ektapaiba, but she fumbles it, and the steal goes to Brenna Pukas. 2-on-1 for the Beach. Pukas on the other side. Bounce pass to Pepe. She hesitates, now gives it on a bounce up to the top. Oliva Fernandez drives, kicks to Ka. She pulls the triple. No good off the front of the rim. Nira has the rebound for the Dons, and now she takes it across herself. Nira up at the top, and the pass goes down low, and a foul gets called as Mourinho was working for space. Kenan Ka got a little handsy.
Yeah, we've already started to see how the Dons are going to run their offense. They love to push the pace, whether it's off a rebound, off an inbound. They're going to try to get into the front court as fast as possible every single time. Long Beach will need to have their heads on a swivel and track back defensively. Cannot allow San Francisco to get going in transition.
Mourinho gets the inbound pass, goes right back. Here's a triple from the corner. It's short. Offensive rebound, though, from Ektapaiba. She gets stripped as she tries to go back up. Chases it down in the corner. Wide open three for Tausheva. She knocks it down. The Dons are up 3-0 to begin this one.
Great shot selection that time, just finding the open woman on the wing for the Dons.
Brenna Pukas on the right wing for Long Beach State gets a screen, but hands off to Pepe. She curls into the wing, hands off to Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown gives off to Oliva Fernandez. She works up to the high post, goes to Pepe. 12 to shoot. Ka gets a pass on the right wing, goes back to Pepe. Now Pukas, pump fakes, drives into an open key. Euro step, left-handed layup is through. Brenna Pukas, the true freshman, has had a rough start to her career, but still getting the starting nod, and she's got the first 2 points for the Beach. Other side, pass goes to the corner. Tausheva swings back up top for Cargill. Pass to the paint got deflected right back out. Here's a three from Nira on the other side. She misses it as it rims out. Jones-Brown rebound. Outlet right up to Oliva Fernandez in transition. She goes back to Pepe. Now pass down low to Kenan Ka. Almost lost it along the baseline. She tracks it down on the block and goes back out to Jones-Brown. Now she swings over to the wing, but it's tipped out of bounds. Nice active defense from Nida.
Yeah, and that entire possession, Brenna Pukas is the one calling for the ball. Jacoya Jones-Brown tries to find her, but Pukas caught in between two minds. Didn't know if she needed to roll back towards half court or make a cut to the basket. Just two ball handlers, not on the same page that time.
Oliva Fernandez gets into Jones-Brown, who swings right to Ka, and then Ka gives it right back. Jacoya Jones-Brown stands just in front of the half-court stripe, 10 to shoot for the Beach. Screened by Pepe. Jones-Brown goes over to Pukas. She pulls the triple. No good off the back iron from the left wing. Rebound goes to Mourinho. Taking it across for the Dons is Nida. She drives right in. Scoop layup. No good off the glass. Jones-Brown with another early rebound for Long Beach State. The Beach point guard takes it right across herself. Now slows it down at the top. Passes to Oliva Fernandez. Swung over to Pukas. Oliva Fernandez sets a screen. Pukas right in. A floater from the key. It's good. Brenna Pukas has the first 4 points of the game for Long Beach State.
Brenna Pukas is feeling something in the air tonight.
Quick pass down low for Mourinho. Gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. Nice job by Pepe to deny the shot quickly for the Dons. Now we've got the first round of subs. Haley Wright comes in for Long Beach State. Pepe heads to the bench.
Yeah, and let's go back to that Brenna Pukas layup. Both of her shots so far to open this game have come from an aggressive drive into the paint.
Pump fake in the corner. Now getting it back is Cargill. She pulls the three from the wing. No good. And it bounces up off the top of the backboard. So Cargill can't get the shot to drop. It's 4-3 Long Beach State. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, both offenses still looking to find their rhythm, but it looks like Long Beach State is going to try to play more through Brenna Pukas. It's her and Jacoya Jones-Brown getting ready to inbound right here. Brenna Pukas, 4 points already. It's already one of her best performances of the season, only 3 minutes into the first quarter.
Jones Brown with it for Long Beach State, gives it the high post for Leva Fernandez. She steps back to the three-point line and lets it fly, but it's no good off the back iron. Rebound for Ekta Paiba. She moves on to the other side by herself, drives right in, quick burst, and she lays it in. Candy Doc Paiba with her first 2 points, the Dons' leading scorers on the board.
Doc Paiba coming off a huge performance, 24 points, 10 rebounds against UC San Diego.
Pukas on the left wing, spins, gets a screen from Leva Fernandez and hands off to Haley Wright. Pass goes right back to Pukas and now to Jones Brown on the right wing. Couple of screens for Jones Brown. She moves with the left hand, goes back to Pukas on the right wing. One jab step, goes back to Jones Brown. Swung over to Leva Fernandez on the left side. She drives into the key, gets it stripped, goes to the ground, but tracks it down. Ka goes to the corner. Pukas pulls the three. No good. It rims out. Rebound for Mourinho. Outlet goes up to Cargill, who swings all the way across. Now taking it out. McIntyre passes back to the top for Tirado. Back out for Mourinho at the top. Right back to Tirado. She gets the switch onto Haley Wright. Now goes to the corner. Triple pull by Ekta Paiba. No good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound from Mourinho. Now she lost it in the key. No whistle as she went down, and Jones Brown has the steal. Outlet up to Kenan Kaw on the left wing. She picks up her dribble, gives back to Jones Brown. Now Haley Wright with a height mismatch in the paint, but the pass down low to her goes out of bounds. A little bit too high on that dish from Takoya Jones Brown.
Yeah, that time it was down in the paint. The freshman Haley Wright matched up against Tirado. Tirado stands just 5'7", and Wright, the big woman on the floor right now for Long Beach State. Her and Leva Fernandez, two bigs. Takoya Jones Brown will look to exploit on the offensive end.
5-4 San Francisco. They've got the ball. Cargill on the left wing, and now a whistle blows an off-the-ball foul. Looks like this will go against Long Beach State. Pukas, or Haley Wright it was actually, that gets called as she was fighting for positioning in the paint. So now Pepe will come back in. Wright heads to the bench.
Yeah, and San Francisco is going to line up in a box formation off of this inbound, 4 along the edges of the key. We've already seen so much off-ball movement from the Dons to start this game. This is the cornerstone of their offense. Everybody is moving all the time. It's going to be very difficult for Long Beach State to keep up with this pace for 40 minutes.
Natasha Tausheva subs back in for the Dons. Inbound goes to the corner for Cargill. Cargill right down low for Ekta Paiba. She goes up, puts it in, plus a foul. The transfer from Seattle U puts it in, and now she'll go to the line for a three-point play.
Yeah, Ekta Paiba last year started all 30 games at Seattle, was all WAC freshman team, led the team with 11 points per game, and she's really kept up that pace. 2 20-point performances already in this young season. Had 26 against UNC Greensboro in the season opener. Only the 4th player coached by Molly Gordon-Bohr to have 20 or more points in a season opening game.
Shot is good, so it's a successful three-point play for Candy Ekta Paiba. Morgan Mack subbed in for the first time today for Long Beach State. True freshman on the left wing. Jones Brown dribbling on the right side. Jones Brown picks up her dribble, now gives to Pukas up at the top. Brenda Pukas swings over to Pepe, now goes to Morgan Mack. Mack drives baseline with the left hand. Floater gets blocked, rejected by Ugwa, and she's got the rebound. Takes it across herself before swinging back to Cargill. Cargill drives in, puts up a scoop layup, no good. Didn't even catch the rim that time. A lot of contact, and Pukas has it. Outlet pass goes up to Morgan Mack. She picks up her dribble, needs to find one, but she gets called for a travel as she was getting pressured by Tausheva. Mack lost her pivot foot. It's 8-4, San Francisco ahead. Long Beach State calls timeout.
Yeah, Morgan Mack coming into this game, not playing too much. Has only gotten less than 8 minutes a game in every game so far this season. Found herself too far off the floor, cornered near the wing, not too many passing options. Gets her feet fluttering, called for the travel, and now no points for Long Beach State. A scoring drought in the last 2.5 minutes as they find themselves down 8-4.
Actually, the immediate timeout, Long Beach State not using one of their 4, but both teams head to the benches nonetheless. We're halfway through the first quarter, 8-4 San Francisco on 22 West Radio. San Francisco with a good start in this one. They're ahead 8-4 coming out of the first media timeout halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah, San Francisco really has done a great job moving the ball around, sharing the wealth on offense. They have not gotten their offense in groove. This is a very good team, Bruce, when they are playing in rhythm, when they're playing together so far to start this one. San Francisco shooting just 33% from the field. They're 3 for 9, but once they catch fire, and we know they will, that first run is going to be also important here in the first quarter.
In the backcourt, it'll be Megan McIntyre running the point here for the Dons. Coming off the bench, McIntyre, the graduate student, leading the team in rebounding and assists per game this season, coming off the bench. Pass goes to the high post. Ugwa steps through, layup, no good. High pointing the rebound is Jacoya Jones-Brown. She takes it across herself, looks for a pass, finds Pukas on the left wing. She pulls an open three. It rims around and falls. Brenna Pukas already at 7 points here in the first quarter.
And we've been waiting to see this out of Brenna Pukas all season long, finally finding her confidence and letting one fly from three.
McIntyre on the left wing gives it on a bounce to the short corner. Now it goes down low. Layup is gonna fall. Michelle Ugwa puts it through. 10-7. San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. Here's a bounce pass up to Brenna Pukas. She's got it at the top for Long Beach State. Already 7 points here. Now another bounce pass, but it gets picked off. Steal from Edok Paiba. She lays it up and in transition. Steal turns right into a quick bucket for the Dons. They're ahead 12-7.
And Brenna Pukas is going to bring the ball back up the floor here. Jacoya Jones-Brown now operating off the ball, a role she's not used to this season.
Morgan Mack has it in the right corner. Mack gives a jab and looks for a cutter, but instead goes to Pukas on the right wing. Pukas gets a screen, dribbles a couple times, gives to Pepe on the left side. Pepe hesitates, now crosses over, right on the elbow. She passes all the way across to the right corner for Mack. Now it goes on a bounce to Oliva Fernandez. 5 to shoot, fade away. Oliva Fernandez puts it in with the right hand. A nice finish from the Spaniard sophomore.
Yeah, Judy Oliva Fernandez working on a little bit of a mismatch, able to elevate, get it through the nylon. Long Beach down 9-12.
Ugwa hands off, driving in. McIntyre kicks back out to the wing. Here's a triple, no good, barely kissed the front of the rim, but an offensive rebound for Edok Paiba. She takes a shot right from the key, no good off the back of the backboard, but she's gonna get a foul. Long Beach State's defender caught a piece of her arm on the jump shot, so it's gonna be 2 free throws here for Candy Edok Paiba.
Yeah, we came into this game talking about turnovers, Bruce, and with Brenna Pukas running the point, she's not used to that role. She has not been deployed as the primary ball handler this season. Pair of turnovers for her. Long Beach State 4 turnovers already through the first 8 minutes of this first quarter.
2 free throws here for Edok Paiba. Her first one up and no good off the front of the rim. Edok Paiba already with 7 points here in the first quarter. 1 for 2 on free throws now as she gets a second. She drills it. So Edok Paiba up to 8 points now. San Francisco ahead 13-9. Beach with the ball back and 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Jacoya Jones-Brown brings it up this time. Finds Pukas rolling to the corner. She just tracked it down before the pass went out of bounds. Now she drives baseline. Kicks across to the other corner. Pepe over to Mack at the top. Mack jab step. Now goes down low for Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown puts it up. Doesn't draw iron. It's a rebound for Edok Paiba off of the air ball. Pass in transition goes over to Nira. She pulls the three. No good. Rims out. And now foul gets called. And over the back on the Dons, it's Ugwa who gets whistled down low.
Yeah, and Long Beach State still looking to find their shooting rhythm. Jacoya Jones-Brown has not got going yet. No points for her. That last air ball allowed the Dons to get out and run in transition. Once again, they're unafraid to shoot, and they're showing it off here early. Have not found their shooting stroke from beyond the arc just yet, though. Just 1 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Pukas had some space in the corner on that last possession. He was trying to let Jones-Brown know it, but the floater couldn't fall. Pepe gets a pass, hands right back to Jones-Brown. She goes up and gets the foul. Shot no good, but it'll be 2 free throws on the layup from the block for Jacoya Jones-Brown.
Yeah, Jacoya Jones-Brown coming off that career-high performance, 29 points. She really led this offense for the majority of the way against Sacramento State. She went down late with a little bit of a knock, and that's when the Hornets were able to come back and sting the Beach in their late comeback effort. Jacoya Jones-Brown, such a focal piece of this offense in her sophomore season.
2 shots here for Jones-Brown. First one no good. She's the reigning Big West Player of the Week. After last season as a freshman, she was on the Big West All-Freshman team. Second free throw good, so she goes 1 for 2 and is on the board with her first point. Jacoya Jones-Brown going to be a big part of this Beach team this year. Tirado on the other side passes back out to the top for McIntyre. She swings over to Ekta Paiba. Don's passed it around the wing a couple times. Ekta Paiba gets it back. Now she spots up and takes a long 2. No good off the back iron, and it bounces back out to Pukas in the corner. Pukas passes to Pepe in transition. Pepe takes the midi. No good. Way long there. Missed the rim and went off the backboard into the arms of McIntyre. She takes it across herself. Now passes over to Teodoro. She goes all the way across to the corner. Here's a wide open triple. And knocking it down for the Dons is Maranira in the corner there, who hits the three. 16-10, San Francisco ahead.
Yeah, Dons up to their largest lead of the game. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Mack on the left wing gets a screen from Oliva Fernandez. Takes a mid-range shot from the elbow. Nothing but nylon from Morgan Mack. That's a good way to get on the board with her first 2 points.
Great work from Morgan Mack, just creating space on the crossover and then elevating from a shot she's comfortable letting it fly.
4-point lead for the Dons. Teodoro up at the top. Goes over to the corner for McIntyre. McIntyre now drives into the key. Jump stop. Goes to the back cutter. But it's blocked by Pepe. And the second chance is going to be a foul. Ekdok Paiba was back cutting. Pepe blocked her shot, but then right there to get it, Mourinho went straight back up and drew the foul. She'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, finally Pepe was the one committing the foul. Great work defensively to deny the back cutter, and great work as Morgan Mack subs off. She has done tremendously in transition, stopping the Dons from getting straight downhill. That was what really killed Long Beach State's momentum against Cal Baptist a few games ago. So we're starting to see some improvements in the transition defense, but Long Beach, the San Francisco already in the bonus, needs to limit these fouls to close out this first quarter.
First free throw no good for Noelia Mourinho. She's coming in third on the team with 10.3 points per game this year, averaging just over 5 rebounds per game as well. Mourinho's second free throw is good, so she goes 1 for 2 on this trip to the line. 17-12, San Francisco ahead of the Beach, minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Jacoya Jones-Brown with it up at the top for Long Beach State. Finds Oliva Fernandez coming up to the top. Now she tries to go to the back cut, but it's stolen by Teodoro. 2-on-1 for the Dons. Bounce pass and laying it up. Mourinho can't get it to fall. Lauren Cummings with the rebound for the Beach. Good stop on defense for Long Beach State in transition. Jones-Brown on the other side. Gives to Oliva Fernandez. Pass to the block for Pepe. Back out to Oliva Fernandez. Now drives into the key. Couple steps. Her scoop layup is going to fall. Good finish from Judy Oliva Fernandez. Now the inbound pass from the Dons went out of bounds. A careless turnover for San Francisco in the backcourt. Gives it right back to the Beach.
And it was nearly inbounding over towards the right sideline, and it was McIntyre who was not there to track down the ball. So as you said, a careless turnover, but let's go back to Judy Oliva Fernandez. She stays home to deny the transition layup, then gets a bucket of her own. Just like that, the Beach are back within 3, only down 14-17.
Brenda Pukas passes into the backcourt for Jones-Brown. The Beach set up their offense as we eclipse a minute to go in this first quarter. Beach trailing by 3. Jones-Brown on the right wing. Couple off-ball screens. Pukas comes up to the top and gets it on a bounce pass. Oliva Fernandez sets the screen on the left side. Pass goes to Cummings right up top for Oliva Fernandez. Goes to Jones-Brown, back cutting, and now a foul gets called against McIntyre as she tried to deny the back cut pass.
Yeah, Jacoya Jones-Brown is recognizing what the Dons are doing defensively and is just trying to run circles around the baseline. That time McIntyre cannot keep up as Jones-Brown had gotten an inch of inside leverage, forced to commit the foul. Long Beach not in the bonus yet. A fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock, though, with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
The Beach spread out. Jacoya Jones-Brown will pass it in from the baseline just at the right side of the basket. Jones-Brown has it here. Inbound pass goes to Oliva Fernandez. She spins again. Shot with the right hand. It's good. Judy Oliva Fernandez back-to-back possessions with strong finishes at the rack. Beach only trailing by 1 now. On the other side, Cargill crosses over, steps into the paint. Pass gets picked off. It's a steal for Lauren Cummings. She's still got it. Now passes over to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She'll slow it down with the shot clock off, 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, Long Beach State have put themselves back in a position to take the lead here with the final possession to close out the first quarter.
Jones-Brown up at the top, gets the screen from Pepe. 11 to shoot. Jones-Brown takes the mid-range shot. It rims around, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound. Goes right back to Jones-Brown. Now Cummings has it after the ball was lost. Pukas, 2 to shoot. Goes to Cummings. She pulls the triple. No good. Lauren Cummings can't hit it at the buzzer, and we're going to go to the second quarter, 17-16, San Francisco ahead of the Beach.
Long Beach State gets a few good looks on that last possession, all thanks to Judy Oliva Fernandez pulling down a big offensive rebound. It was San Francisco who pulled down 14 offensive rebounds, their highest total of the season against UC San Diego. That's how they were able to pull away in the first quarter. Now it's Long Beach State doing all the work on the glass. Yes, they're being out-rebounded 10-6, but those rebounds down the stretch really put them in a position to be successful. Now they're only down by 1 heading into the second quarter.
Long Beach shoots 7 for 15 from the field. Brenda Pukas with 7 points in the first quarter. We're going to go to the second quarter, 17-16, San Francisco ahead here on 22 West Radio. Second quarter getting underway between Long Beach State and San Francisco here in the Gold Mine. It's the Dons who are ahead 17-16 through 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it was Brenna Pukas for the first time this season finding her shooting form, 7 points in that first quarter, able to get Long Beach State off the mark, and then she helps them close it out. We haven't seen Jacoya Jones-Brown find her form yet, though. Only 1 point, and that's from the free throw line, a trip where she went 1 for 2. So Long Beach State, their guards, their starters, who accounted for 52 of the 54 points last time out against Sacramento State, have to step up here in the second quarter. San Francisco, a balanced offensive attack, only 3 turnovers in that first quarter, have them up by just 1.
The Beach with a solid overall start on the offensive end, 16 points in the quarter, led by Brenna Pukas with 7 and Judy Oliva Fernandez with 6. Their leading scorer from last time out and throughout this season has been Jacoya Jones-Brown. She had 29 in their last game, but only 1 point through the first quarter. See if she can get her shot going here in the second. Candy Adok-Paiba will pass it in from the sideline for the Dons. 17-16, San Francisco ahead. Closer sounds, and now we're ready to go. Adok-Paiba gets it to Cargill in the backcourt. Cargill swings over, but whistle blows, and the shot clock didn't start again. Still some clock difficulties to work through here to begin the second quarter.
Yeah, we start in the second quarter much as we started the first, with both teams a bit peeved that the clock did not start. Both these offenses love to get in rhythm early, love to get off to fast starts, especially the Dons playing with the lead now, something they were able to do very, very well against UC San Diego, led for almost the majority of the game from the jump after that 8-0 run. They did not go down, and they were able to keep the Tritons at arm's length. A different story here tonight in the Gold Mine as Long Beach State have battled back to end that first quarter and are now within striking distance to start the second.
Explanation being delivered as they're still working through the tech issues. The game clock and the shot clock didn't start there as the ball got inbounded.
And we talked about turnovers coming into this game, Bruce. 5 turnovers for Long Beach State in that first quarter. That's an unsustainable pace for them. Dons only 3 turnovers, taking care of the ball much better, but we still saw a few unforced errors. Leading the way for San Francisco so far with 8 points. Candy Adok-Paiba.
Now they're ready to go. Pass goes into the high post for Mourinho. Back out to Cargill. Now it swings out to the wing. Adok-Paiba pulls the triple, but it's no good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound for Tausheva. She gets it back to Adok-Paiba, but her pass gets picked off as she tried to go to the corner. Pepe with a steal for the Beach. Gets trapped, but now a foul gets called against the Dons right before she got the pass away. It was going to be a steal for Adok-Paiba and a quick chance in transition, but instead Pepe draws the whistle. Beach keep possession.
And Calif Pepe, head full of steam, crosses into the front court, then gets trapped, lucky to escape with a foul and possession for the Beach.
Oliva Fernandez gets Lauren Cummings just ahead of a 5-second violation. Cummings dribbling, now needs to find a pass, gets over to Oliva Fernandez on the right wing. The Dons denying a pass to Jones-Brown. Pepe has it in the short corner, drives baseline, fade away, shot no good. It hit the rim a couple times before it did not fall, and now foul on the offensive glass gets called against Lauren Cummings.
Yeah, Calif Pepe, another starter yet to get off the mark. No points for her. A turnover against her line. No rebounds either. So the biggest strength of her game, not allowing her to get in rhythm here to start the second quarter.
That was Pepe's first shot of the game. Morgan Mack's going to sub back in here. Lauren Cummings heads to the bench for Long Beach State.
Morgan Mack did a great job in the first quarter getting back and defending in transition. Another change coming here as well. Off goes Brenna Pukas. On comes Christy Reynoso.
Dons with the ball underneath their own basket, 17-16 here in the beginning stages of the second quarter. Ina Cargill passes up to the top for Ugwa. She swings it over to Teirado. And they pass back to Ugwa in the high post.
Ooh.
Back out. It's a give and go. Ugwa has plenty of space cutting down the paint, and finding her is Cargill. It's an easy bucket for the Dons, 19-16. Beach back on the offensive side. Reynoso gives to Morgan Mack. Mack drives onto the elbow, passes to Pepe. Pepe up at the top, one dribble, and hands to Reynoso. It got poked loose, but Reynoso tracks it down just in front of the half-court line and then passes to Jones-Brown. 12 to shoot. Jones-Brown gets a screen on the right side from Oliva Fernandez. Now goes to the corner. Mack, quick trigger, pulls it up, but it's no good. Rebound comes long for Teirado. Now 3-on-3. Teirado, a bounce pass on the block, but a travel gets called against Tausheva before she could get the shot away.
Yeah, one person to watch here on this next possession. It's going to be Christy Reynoso. As the Dons drove into the paint a few possessions ago, she got caught in a mismatch and no woman's landed on the offensive end, still trying to find her spot in the system. She's not the primary ball handler operating off the ball. Jacoya Jones-Brown playing the point guard position.
Pepe in the high post, takes one dribble, hands off to Oliva Fernandez. Now she picks up her dribble, tried to find Pepe back cutting, but it's a steal. Easy one for Tausheva. Long outlet goes up to Cargill. She finds the cutter. Layup no good though from Ugwa. Offensive rebound, put it in, plus a foul. Candy Adok Paiba is making her impact on this game early. She's gonna have a chance for her second three-point play of the game.
Yeah, and it was the Dons looking to run right at Christy Reynoso again with Michelle Ugwa, who stands 6'1". Christy Reynoso just 5'2". So as Ugwa runs the floor, Reynoso can only put up her hands. She forces a miss. And then on the other side, Adok Paiba gets the putback plus the foul. A chance for a three-point play now for the Dons. Chance to extend their lead as well with them up by 5, 21-16.
Adok Paiba hits the free throw, so she's already up to 11 points. Dons ahead 22-16. Adok Paiba averaging 17.3 points per game this season, on pace to far surpass that in this one. Jones-Brown gets a screen from Haley Wright, moves over to the mid-range shot, takes the midi from the free throw line and knocks it down. Jacoya Jones-Brown hits her first shot from the field. She's 1 for 3. On the other side, a 4-point deficit. Pass to the corner, gets tipped out of bounds. Nice active hands from Morgan Mack. Ball stays with the Dons.
Yeah, and it was Ina Cargill eyeing the corner. Morgan Mack says no, denies it. Now the Dons inbound from the right-hand side.
Cargill at the top. Passes over to Adok Paiba. Right back to Cargill. Swung over for Terrado. She takes the three. Yeah, knocks it down. Quick trigger from the left wing. The Dons hit the three, and they're back out ahead by 7.
Yeah, every time the Beach seemed to get their foot back in this game, the Dons hit a big-time shot, that time from beyond the arc.
Pepe on the right wing. Wright sets a screen on the left side. Pepe spins in the key and passes back out to the wing for Jones-Brown. Now Wright gets it. On the block, Wright one dribble, passes it back out for Reynoso. Reynoso now gets a screen, takes the mid-range shot from the free throw line. No good off the back iron. Wright fights for the offensive rebound. She's got it and passes up to Pepe. Goes right back to Jones-Brown. Beach with 15 to shoot. They set up a new possession. Haley Wright sets a screen on the right side. Jones-Brown crosses over, goes left. Her layup off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, second chance is up and through. Good finish from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Stands just 5'6", but works with tenacity on the glass.
And back-to-back possessions now for the Beach, where Jacoya Jones-Brown decides to do it herself.
And now a foul gets called against Morgan Mack, as Cargill was standing about 10 feet away from the three-point line. Mack went up and reached a little too hard.
Yeah, Amy Wright's going to try to keep Morgan Mack out of foul trouble. She's been impressed, you have to imagine, with her work on the defensive end. So now Mack goes out, in comes Lauren Cummings.
2 personals for Mack here in the second quarter. Christy Reynoso guarding up at the top. Nira moves to her right, now passes over to Adok Paiba. She drives baseline, dishes down to the cutter. The layup is going to fall. Nice find from Adok Paiba, and Ferreira Horn is on the board with her first 2 points.
Ferreira Horn just played 2 minutes against UC San Diego. She's a multi-talented individual that San Francisco's going to look to get involved in the offense as early and often as possible.
Christy Reynoso goes on a bounce to Lauren Cummings. Now swung over to Pepe in the right corner. She drives, spins along the baseline. Her layup doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Ugwa. 7-point lead for the Dons. They get out and run. Other side, Terrado drives right in. Scoop shot off the glass. No good. Lawrence Cummings with the rebound for Long Beach State. She dishes off to Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown calls for a play and gives to Christy Reynoso at the top. Amy Wright directing traffic from the sideline. Reynoso gives it on a bounce to Jones-Brown, and a foul gets called against Adok Paiba. Went for the reach on the bounce pass. Leva Fernandez and Pukas come back in off the bench for the Beach as they trail by 7.
Yeah, and it's these offensive sets where Long Beach will have their ball handler at the top of the key, and then they put 4 low across, 2 on the blocks and 2 towards the corner, with 1 coming up to receive the ball at the high post. Dons have been reading that play well all night long, denying bounce passes, that time committing a foul against Jacoya Jones-Brown, but at least letting Long Beach know that they're right there, right behind him, denying every pass into the paint.
Kenan Kaw back in as well. She gets the inbound pass, finds Oliva Fernandez cutting, but it's rejected by Ferreira Horn. Ball still bouncing around. Pukas gets it up at the top. She pulls the 3, but it's no good. And now a foul gets called on the floor against Judy Oliva Fernandez. Or it's actually against the Dons. Oliva Fernandez was able to draw the foul. Ferreira Horn gets it, and the Beach get another chance.
Yeah, Judy Oliva Fernandez was ready to accept the foul call against her. More than happy to get a fresh 20 seconds here for the Beach to operate.
Inbound pass goes to Oliva Fernandez up at the top. 1 dribble, hands off to Jones-Brown. She rolls over to the elbow, step back, takes a long two, and knocks it down. What a savvy shot from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Beach back within 5.
Off the screen, she let it fly, and it goes bottoms up. A great shot from Jacoya Jones-Brown. She's found her form here in the second quarter.
Cargill gives up to the top. Mourinho, plenty of space. Can't hit the 3, though. Pepe has the rebound on the defensive glass for the Beach.
Long Beach State finds themselves down by 5, 27-22 as we inch closer to the halfway point here in the second quarter.
Jones-Brown dribbles at the top. Calls for a clear on the right wing. Ka obliges. Now an off the ball screen. Leva Fernandez cuts, but it goes on a bounce to Ka at the top. She gets screen on the left side. Goes to the corner. Brenna Pukas pulls the 3. It's too long. Rebound tracked down by Mourinho in the corner. Cargill controls it for the Dons. Looks back to the bench for the play call. 27-22. We're over halfway gone in this second quarter. Hand off to Ferreira Horn. She drives to the elbow. Now passes up. Picks off by Pepe. Pepe in the basket. Just them. Pepe blows the layup. Ferreira Horn has the rebound. Pepe can't knock it down in transition. Pass to the corner here for Cargill. Now it goes down low for Mourinho. Back to the basket. Mourinho goes to work, but she gets called for an offensive foul. Was wrapping the arm around Judith Leva Fernandez, and Mourinho turns it over.
Yeah, I have to feel for Kylie Pepe there. That could have been a huge momentum swing if the Dons had put it in on the other side. She does all the hard work to pick off the pass, and as you said, Bruce, it was just her in the basket, too hard off the glass, and it goes off the front of the rim. It was Mourinho who commits the foul, and Long Beach State back within striking distance, only down by 5, 27-22.
We hit the media timeout halfway through this second quarter. Beach trailing by 2 here on 22 West Radio. .426 to play here in the second quarter. Long Beach State trailing by 5, 27-22. San Francisco ahead. Jacoya Jones-Brown dribbles across. Rosie Cott and Leva Fernandez both set screens. Cott cuts now. Pass is tipped, though. It's a steal for the Dons. Picking up the swipe there is Taljova. On the other side, a pump fake from Nira. Now she swings along. Pass goes down low for Ugwa. She goes back to the basket and puts it in, plus a foul. And Leva Fernandez was jumping, able to draw the contact, and then finish with the left hand. Michelle Ugwa will have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, Michelle Ugwa coming off 2 outstanding seasons at Moorhead State, where she just simply was consistent, Bruce. 19 starts in 23 games, had a solid 7.5 and 5.7 points and rebounds per game. Now she heads to the line for a chance with a three-point play, and this is a crucial stretch for Long Beach State. In the last 5 minutes against Sacramento State, they failed to score. A big momentum swing last time out here in the Gold Mine.
Free throw no good off the back iron. Kenan Kaw has the rebound. Outlet goes a little long, but Jones-Brown tracks it down. Takoya Jones-Brown on the right wing. Akot with her hands up in the air. She gets the pass. Now Akot drives in but gets stripped. It's a steal for Nira. Just her in the basket. Nira able to make the layup in transition. So the Dons have extended their lead all the way out to 9, 31-22. Haley Wright on the left wing takes one dribble, goes back up for Pukas. Akot still with her hands up in the air. Jones-Brown calls for a clear. On the right wing, Jones-Brown gets a screen from Kaw on the left side. Passes over to Pukas. Swung to the corner for Wright. Wright now drives into the key. Passes up to Akot. Akot jab step. Now crosses over. Akot drives to the right block. Goes up, but the whistle blows before she gets the shot away. It's a travel against Rosie Akot. There were a couple different times there that Akot could have been called for the travel. I don't know if you saw it as well, JD, when she got the pass on the wing. The feet were certainly moving a bit.
Yeah, Rosie Akot accounted for the only 2 points that didn't come from the starters against Sacramento State. We got to talk to Coach Amy right after the game. She said Rosie Akot has all the physical tools, just needs to be a little bit stronger with the ball, something they're working on with her this season.
Up at the top, Adok Paiba passes over to the wing. Up back to the top. One dribble from Ugwa. She hands back. Here's a triple from Nira. She knocks it down. The Dons have extended their lead all the way out to 12. 34-22 with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Their largest lead of the game in a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Beach. Not when they need it here to close out this first half.
Brenda Pukas on the left wing gets a screen from Kaw. Now her pass down low gets tipped. It's still on the ground. Wright fighting for it, but instead it's a steal for Nira. The Dons point guard dribbles through a couple. Pump fakes. Dumps it off down low. Pass goes back out to the top. Now they swing it over to Ugwa. She gives back to Nira on the left wing. Nira, one dribble, takes a long three. No good off the front of the rim. Kenan Kaw has the rebound in the corner. 12-point lead for the Dons. Kaw gives to Morgan Mack at the top. One dribble, and she hands off to Jones-Brown. Haley Wright working for space in the key. Jones-Brown instead dribbling up at the top. Hands off to Mack. Mack on the left wing gets a screen from Wright on the right side. Now Mack pushes off before the shot. She made it, but it's an offensive foul as she used the left arm to create some space. The Dons get the ball back ahead by 12.
Yeah, and that puts Morgan Mack in further foul trouble. A little bit frustrated as she subs out of the game, making way for Lauren Cummings. Off goes Kenan Kaw as well. Back into the game. Pukas, Kylie Pepe, Lauren Cummings, Haley Wright, Jacoya Jones-Brown, the 5 on the floor for the Beach with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half.
We've got two different scores between the online feed and the scoreboard here. Scoreboard shows 34-22, so we'll roll with that one. It's a 6-0 run for the Dons over the last almost 2 minutes. Up at the top, Adok Paiba passes over to the wing, gets it back. At the top, Adok Paiba looks for a pass, hands off to Mourinho up at the top. Mourinho drives in, half spin. She goes up off the glass and makes it. A nice half spin move before Mourinho hits the hook right off the window. Jacoya Jones-Brown on the other side. It's a 14-point lead now for the Dons. Handoff goes to Bruna Pukas just in front of the half-court line. Amy Wright calls for a clear. Jones-Brown comes up to the elbow, gets it on a bounce. She's dribbling up to the top now. Jones-Brown gives over to Pukas. Pukas, one dribble with her left hand, steps through, now drives baseline. Right along it, she passes back up to the top. Triple from Jones-Brown is good off the back iron. Jacoya Jones-Brown into double figures now with 11. And a quick whistle blows here. It's a timeout for Long Beach State.
Yeah, great work, great possession. Jacoya Jones-Brown just stays home at the top of the key, waits for the ball to come to her. She's had to do so much work off the ball tonight. Finally breaks that scoring drought, and Long Beach desperately needs to close the gap, still finding themselves down by 9, just under 90 seconds to go. Jacoya Jones-Brown has not had the best night, but it's really come alive for her in the second half. She's up to double digits already, 4 for 7 shooting. She's 2 for 2 from 3. When she's hot, Bruce, she's hot, coming off that career-high 29 points last time here in the Gold Mine.
36-25. San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. We take a quick break on 22 West Radio. Timeout break in here for Long Beach State. They trail by 11, 36-25. The Beach ahead, or trailing San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco comes alive. They are able to hit a few shots from the floor, and Long Beach State continues to turn the ball over. 11 turnovers now in this first half, and 5 turnovers, Bruce, inside the last 5 minutes.
Megan McIntyre runs the point out of the timeout, swings over to Adok Paiba. She hands off, and it's an offensive foul as Adok Paiba handed off along the wing to Terraro. She set a moving screen, so the Dons turn it over.
Yeah, the turnovers really have been the story of this game. San Francisco has been able to profit off them more than Long Beach State. Those 16 points off turnovers for San Francisco, 0 for Long Beach State.
11 turnovers for the Beach compared to 7 for the Dons. Kenenka on the right wing looks for a pass, dribbles once with the left hand, now gives up to Jones Brown at the top. Pepe sets a screen on the left side. Jones Brown crosses over, goes to Oliva Fernandez. Now it's swung right to Pepe on the block. Her layup, no good. Fighting for the offensive rebound, and now foul gets called on the floor. It's going to go against Maranira. So Long Beach State will pass it in from the sideline. Pepe a little slow to get up.
Yeah, Maranira coming off an impressive 10.6 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steal performance in only 19 minutes against UC San Diego. Commits another foul as Long Beach State inches closer to the bonus here, and Kylie Pepe, still yet to score in this first half, has an opportunity to get her first points from the free throw line right now.
The Beach are in the bonus with that last foul. So Kylie Pepe will go to the line here for 2 shots. Long Beach State trailing by 11, 52.5 seconds to go in this second quarter. Pepe's first free throw is good, so she's on the board with her first point. Kylie Pepe 0 for 4 from the field, 3 rebounds on her line.
2 of them on the offensive end. She just loves to get up and dominate on the glass.
Pepe's second free throw no good off the back iron, but a lane violation called against Noela Marino. The freshman started just a little early on the block, so Pepe will have a second chance at the second free throw. Pepe makes it this time, so she gets 2 points on that trip to the line. 36-27, San Francisco ahead.
Yeah, despite this big lead from San Francisco, it has not been a clean half of basketball for them by any stretch of the imagination. So many small unforced errors that so far Long Beach State has not been able to fully capitalize off of. We just saw the lane violation, but there have been silly turnovers. There have been moments where it makes you feel that Long Beach State is down but not out of this game.
Cargill passes over, gets it right back. Swung to the high post for Marino. Bounce pass down low. It's another and one chance for the Dons. Paula Terraro puts it in off the glass with the left hand as she gets fouled. She'll go to the line to try to make it yet another 3-point play.
Paula Terraro, only her second bucket of the night, had an impressive 13 points, a team-leading 13 points in San Francisco's loss to Boise State. Coming off a rough night against UC San Diego, though. She went 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, just 2 points in 17 minutes.
Free throw is good, so Terraro up to 6 points. 39-27, the Dons ahead of Long Beach State. Jacoya Jones-Brown calls for a screen, instead passes to Oliva Fernandez up at the top. Judy Oliva Fernandez hands off to Pukas. She drives up, passes back out to the top for Jones-Brown. She finds Oliva Fernandez, pulls the triple, no good. Strong off the back iron. Tausheva with the rebound. She goes right onto the other side. Euro step in the paint. Layup off the glass is good. Natasha Tausheva knocks it down. 41-27. The shot clock is off. 14 seconds to play here in the first half.
Much as we
Jacoya
saw.
Jones-Brown dribbling on the right wing. Crosses over once. Now goes up to the top. Swings over to Pukas on the right side. She picks up her dribble. Back to Jones-Brown. 4 to shoot. Jones-Brown steps over. 3 from the right wing. It's good. Nothing but nylon for Jacoya Jones-Brown. A big shot to end the half. Gets the Beach back within 11.
Yeah, Jacoya Johns breached the buzzer, was something she was not able to do to end the first quarter. Long Beach State once again has the final possession, and San Francisco makes the most of turnovers in the first half. A big reason why they're up by 11 heading into the break.
41-30, San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. We hit the halftime break. The Beach will have to come back out and try and get their offense into further gear. The Dons shot lights out in the second quarter. It gets them up to 50% from the field in the game. 41-30, we head to the halftime locker rooms, and we'll be back on the other side on 22 West Radio. 41-30, San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State here. The second half about to get underway. JayDe Beaudry and Bruce Kuntz here in the gold mine. Switch our names there, JayDe.
Really odd way to start the second half, and really was an uncharacteristic first half at times for Long Beach State. So many turnovers. San Francisco really turning those turnovers into profit. The Dons with that 11-point lead looking to build on it as Long Beach State needs to get back on track here in this third quarter.
Long Beach State with the first possession of the second half. Jacoya Jones-Brown on the right wing to begin the third quarter. She drives along the baseline, now picks up her dribble, goes back out to the top for Calif. She gives one jab stick, crosses over to her left hand, drives into the key, now gives it on a bounce up to Kenan Ka at the top. Ka moves over to the right side, hands off Jones-Brown. She moves up to the top, crosses over again, gives the Ka on the right side. She's going to pull the three and knocks it down. Kenan Ka started the game, but spent a lot of the first half on the bench. She hits a triple here to open up the third quarter.
She opens up her account for the night, a big-time triple, and that lead is back under 10.
41-33, Don still ahead. Handoff, Nira goes to the high post here for Mourinho. Screen gets set, Cargill goes back out over to Terrado. It's poked loose by Pepe, but tracking it down, Adok Paiba has it. 10 to shoot, Adok Paiba drives in and hits the floater. Through some contact there at Jones-Brown in the area, but Candy Adok Paiba with another strong finish.
Adok Paiba has been hugely efficient from the floor. 5 for her 6 shots, 13 points now.
Jacoya Jones-Brown calls for a clear out. Now hands off to Kylie Pepe, or to Brenna Pukas, excuse me. And Pukas hits the three. Brenna Pukas easily having her best game in her young freshman season. She's up into double digits with 10 points.
Yeah, and Brenna Pukas had gone 0 for her last 4 from beyond the arc, breaks her own scoring drought, and beats her right back in this game.
Couple handoff. Cargill is going to pull the three for the Dons. No good off the back iron, and it bounces out to Oliva Fernandez. Judy Oliva Fernandez gives over to Jones-Brown. They swing it along the wing. Brenna Pukas has it now, hesitates at the top, hands off to Jones-Brown, then sets a screen. Jones-Brown long two from the elbow, and she knocks it down. The Beach are shooting the lights out to begin this third quarter, and San Francisco is going to call a quick timeout.
Yeah, San Francisco able to match Long Beach State's intensity, but Long Beach a perfect 3 for 3 to start this third quarter, only down by 6 now. They trailed by as much as 12, with just over 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Jacoya Jones-Brown, Brenna Pukas, Kenan Ka, they all get going. And the Beach are right back in it.
Long Beach only trailing by 6 now. It was San Francisco that shot 71% in the second quarter to take their lead, but Long Beach State comes out of the locker room firing. 43-37, San Francisco ahead here on 22 West Radio. (43-37). The Dons ahead of Long Beach State here in the third quarter. Both teams head back out onto the floor after the quick San Francisco timeout. Only a minute 40 into this third quarter. The Beach hit their first 3 shots from the field. And we're looking at Kenan Kaw's three-pointer during the break to see if it would be changed to a 2, but for now, it remains a 6-point deficit. Adok Paiba drives baseline, passes over to the corner for McIntyre. Her pass up to the top, hit Kenan Kaw and went right back to her. McIntyre now on a bounce down into the paint. Ugwa can't finish the layup. The rebound goes down to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She takes it across the timeline herself. Goes to Pepe on the right wing. Pepe right back to Jones-Brown. One dribble, hands off to Judy Oliva Fernandez. Kenan Kaw sets the screen on the right side. Kaw rolls. Oliva Fernandez finds her, and Kenan Kaw finishes with the left hand. Wide open on the roll to the basket. Kenan Kaw's got another 2 points.
Perfectly executed screen and roll from the Beach, and now they're down 39-43.
4-point deficit over on the right side. Adok Paiwa swings over to the top for Tausheva. Tausheva, nice spin move. Left-handed finish. No good off the glass. Jones-Brown, another rebound for Long Beach State. She's up to 7. Jacoya Jones-Brown runs the point. Passes over to Oliva Fernandez. Right down onto the right block for Kaw. She drives baseline. Up and under. Rejected. Big block from Ugwa. Dons get out and run on the other side. Contact, but McIntyre dribbles through it. Passes to the corner. Cargill pump fakes. Now drives and passes back up to the top. On a bounce. It's picked off by Jacoya Jones-Brown. Pass into the paint, gets stolen. Jones-Brown on the other side, goes right up from the right block, and she draws the foul. She can't knock down the shot, but it's going to be 2 from the free throw line for Jones-Brown.
And Long Beach State on a 7-0 run now. Over the last 2 minutes, they've held San Francisco scoreless. Coming out of that timeout, and Brendan Pukas has not shown up on the stat sheet so far this season, but she is certainly putting in a shift tonight. That last turnover, all thanks to her drifting back into the key, getting active hands. Her and Jacoya Jones-Brown get out and run. It's Jones-Brown who is going to be the benefactor here at the free throw line.
First free throw good for Jacoya Jones-Brown. She's got 16 points. It was a very slow start for the Beach's leading scorer, but Jones-Brown has found it since the second quarter. Coming off a 29-point performance against Sacramento State. She goes 2 for 2 on this trip to the line. So Jones-Brown's 2 free throws extend it to a 9-0 run for Long Beach State. 43-41, the Beach have trimmed the lead down to just 2.
Yeah, just a 1-possession game now for the Beach, night and day from what we saw to close out that first half when they were down by as much as 12. Great on the offensive end. They need to stay home defensively now to prevent the Dons from getting anything going.
Cargill crosses over a couple times, goes to the corner for Ekta Paiba. Back up, almost picked off by Oliva Fernandez, but now Cargill drives. Pass gets picked off again by Pepe, though. Went through the hands of Ugwa. Pepe on the other side, 2-on-1. Pepe strong up in the key, but can't finish it right off the bottom of the backboard. Adok Paiba tries to go coast to coast. Jump stop, goes up and under, and lays it in. Another good move from Candy Adok Paiba. The 9-0 run is broken, and it's back out to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Adok Paiba just got Kenan Kaw to bite on the jump stop and was able to go up and finish, break up the run. A big play for the Dons to stop the momentum.
Pepe gives it on a bounce to Kenan Kaw. She takes the midi right from the block, but missed it off the right side of the rim. Rebound for Cargill. Outlet up to Adok Paiba, and she lays it in. Quick burst in transition. She goes right by Judy Oliva Fernandez and lays it in again. 47-41, 6-point lead now for the Dons.
And Adok Paiba, who leads San Francisco tonight in scoring, is responsible for their last 4 points. Back to a little bit of a cushion now for San Francisco.
Jacoya Jones-Brown, long 2, knocks it down. She's got the shooter's touch tonight. Jones-Brown up to 19 points. Long 2 there for the Beach point guard. 47-43, dribbling. Terrado gets a couple of screens, moves over, now dishes off. 3 for Terrado, no good. It was actually Tausheva pulling that one, and then it got lost out of bounds on the rebound. It's going to stay with the Dons, goes out of bounds off of the Beach.
Yeah, and it was Jones-Brown and Adok Paiba who are fighting for it down low. Jacoya Jones-Brown, 5'6", realized she was out of position. Adok Paiba standing 6 feet even, was able to get leverage on her, and Jacoya Jones-Brown did her best to deflect it to no avail.
Cargill gets it into Adok Paiba. She drives right in, jump stop on the left block. She puts it in, plus another foul. Adok Paiba has had 2 separate and 1 conversions so far tonight, and she'll have a chance for a third. Adok Paiba already with 19 points, chance to make it 20 from the line.
Yeah, Adok Paiba now has been fouled 4 times, and as you mentioned, 2 of them have resulted in 3-point plays. A very good free throw shooter, and San Francisco needs a bucket. She's put the team on her back in the second half.
Free throw no good off the front of the rim, so she'll stay at 19 points in the game. Adok Paiba does have 4 personals to her name, so she has to play carefully on the defensive end. 49-43, 6-point lead for the Dons. Pukas passes over to Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown goes down low for right, and a foul gets called against the Dons. Paula Terrado was working for space. Amy Wright able to draw the whistle.
Yeah, Haley Wright has not scored so far tonight. She's been frustrated in the paint. The Dons have gotten physical. She has not been able to respond. Good job to draw the fouls. Now the Beach will inbound with a fresh 20.
Jones Brown gives it on a bounce to Kaw. Short corner, Kenan Kaw drives in, spins on the block. Hook shot, no good off the back iron. Rebound for Tausheva. She dishes off to Cargill in the backcourt. Cargill across on the right wing. She dribbles, gets a screen on her right from Moreno. Now Cargill drives in, dishes off to Moreno. She goes baseline. Her pass tipped out of bounds, though, by Lauren Cummings as she tried to go to the left corner.
Yeah, and it's a different look we've seen from the Beach tonight. They have stayed in man all night long, despite San Francisco running a rapid offense that relies so much on off-ball movement. That time Cummings playing help defense, was on the opposite side of the key, got active hands, deflected it out of bounds. Great work defensively from the sophomore.
Terraro to pass it in, gets to the corner, hesitating. Cargill almost pulled it, but now she drives, flips it up with the left hand, no good. Lauren Cummings touched it there, and then it turns into a jump ball. It was Cummings tied up with Noelia Moreno. Now we'll have a timeout on the floor as the ball will stay with the Dons coming out of it.
Yeah, Noelia Moreno out of Oporino, Spain, stands 6'2", coming off a career-high 16 points and a career-high 8 rebounds against UC San Diego. Lauren Cummings had that rebound in her hands. Great job from Moreno to go and force a jump ball. Cummings in her sophomore season did not see too much time last year, just averaged 4.5 minutes per game in the 26 games she played, getting more run in her sophomore season, especially tonight.
49-43, San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. 4:56 to go in this third quarter. We hit the media timeout here on 22 West Radio. Both teams heading back out onto the floor here midway through this third quarter. It's San Francisco 49, Long Beach State 43. The Dons pass it in from the baseline. It gets to Tausheva, hands right back to Cargill. Not swung up to Mourinho. She goes down low for Tausheva. Goes to the corner. Triple for Adok Paiba. No good. Leva Fernandez has a tip off her fingertips into Pukas. Now a foul gets called against the Dons. It is going against the Dons. Ruling there. We'll give the Beach the ball from the sideline. 49-43, they trail by 6.
Yeah, the foul's going to go against Tausheva. Tausheva in her freshman season stands 6'3", Does have experience with the Slovak national team, was able to compete for them across 2 games in the 2025 FIBA Women's Eurobasket qualifiers.
Jacoya Jones-Brown runs the point for Long Beach State. Up at the top, she dishes to Eliva Fernandez. Forward, tries to get it down low, but it's picked off by Edak Paiba. Easy steal there for the Dons. Pass in transition to McIntyre. She brings it out to the left wing. And now foul gets called down in the painted area. Haley Wright gets whistled that time as she was fighting with the Dons forward Marino for positioning.
Yeah, foul's going to be important here down the stretch. San Francisco, not the best free throw shooting team, only shooting 63.8% on the season, but inching closer to the bonus here in the third quarter.
Beach make a sub. Haley Wright heads over to high five Amy Wright before she goes to the bench. Inbound pass gets to Marino. She hands right back to Cargill. Dishes back to Marino. She misses the first layup. Second chance, no good again. Lauren Cummings secures the rebound for Long Beach State. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play in this third quarter. Outlet up to Judith Oliva Fernandez. She's in the short corner on the right side, and now her pass errant. Tried to find Pepe, but it's picked off by Teirado. She tries to go right into the painted area. Euro step, but she can't get it to fall with the left hand. Jones-Brown on the other side. Almost got it picked behind her, but picks up her dribble and gives to Pepe. Kylie Pepe finds Pukas on the right side. Pukas short corner, gives it on a bounce to Oliva Fernandez. Getting triple team, but she gets out of it. A foul gets called, though, before Pepe got the 3 away. It'll stay with the Beach from the baseline.
Yeah, Judy Oliva Fernandez, for all of her size, turnovers really have become a problem for her. Something she needs to phase out of her game. 4 turnovers now in the game, 2 on back-to-back possessions, and now she heads to the bench. Back in comes Kenan Kaw.
Jones-Brown will pass it in from the baseline. Pukas rolls, but then Kaw goes to the right corner. Still no pass. She gets it in on a bounce to Cummings. Cummings dribbles out to the right wing. Pukas up to the top, looks for a pass. Cummings picks up her dribble and finds Pepe at the top. Pepe crosses over once, dribbles through. Now she moves to the left block, spins, dishes off to Pukas, who drives right back out to the wing. She pulls a long 2 and knocks it down. Brennan Pukas with a nice moving shot. She was going the other direction from the basket, but the true freshman knocks it down. Brennan Pukas with 12 points tonight, back to a 4-point lead for the Dons. They pass it around the wing on the left side. Teirado gives up top for Ugwa. Now she swings over. Cargill's going to pull the 3 from the right wing. No good. A brick off the glass that time. Barely caught a piece of the rim. Falls right into the lap of Jones-Brown. She finds Puka in transition. Brenna Pukas knocks down the 3. Back-to-back shots for Brenna Pukas. She's got 15, and the Beach only trail by 1.
Brenna Pukas, the long-range sniper, far and away her best game of the season. Now double digits for the first time in her Long Beach State career.
Cargill crosses over at the top, gets a screen. Now goes up to Ugwa, standing right at the top of the key. Ugwa swings over to McIntyre, and now San Francisco is going to call timeout. Molly Goodenboer looking frustrated. The head coach for the Dons calls her bench over once again. 2 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Dons ahead 49-47. They took a point off the board for Long Beach State. Must have ruled one of these last couple shots, maybe Pukas' 3 the last time down, had her foot on the line.
Yeah, they're going to take a look at that Pukas 3, and as they zoom in right in front of us.
Ooh, that's a close one.
That's a really close call. Looks like her right toe might be on the line. It might just be shadow, but either way, a big call coming here either way for Long Beach State.
It's going to either be a 1-point deficit or a 2-point lead for the Dons.
Every point matters here down the stretch, Bruce, especially as San Francisco have not scored in the last 3 minutes. It's been all Long Beach State. Gone on a little bit of a run here. We saw them go on a run early in this third quarter. Really nice to see this Long Beach State team finally respond. We've heard so much from Amy Wright how they need to put together 40 minutes of complete basketball to take down their opponents. Have not seen it yet this season, but they can give themselves a chance here. For these final 2 minutes and 45 seconds, we should be set up for a fantastic fourth quarter.
They ruled it a 2-pointer, so it's 49-47. 2-point lead for San Francisco as they've got the ball. Pass to the high post for Ugwa. She drives right to the left block. Goes back out to the corner. Here's a triple for McIntyre. She knocks it down. Megan McIntyre, the graduate student, with a big 3 for San Francisco. Out of the timeout, the Dons back up by 5. Jones-Brown hands off to Kenan Kaw up at the top. Off the ball movement, it's Jones-Brown who comes up to the high post to get it. Now gets a screen from Pepe. Jones-Brown pulls a contested mid-range shot and missed it. Out of bounds, and air ball floats, and it'll go back to the Dons.
Yeah, Jacoya Jones-Brown went up for that shot looking for some contact. Wasn't there, and first undisciplined shot we've really seen from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Usually she facilitates the offense, moves the rock. That time a bit too anxious with it. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
52-47, San Francisco ahead. Pass to Ugwa got fumbled, but she tracks it down on the wing. Now back cutting and laying it up and in. Ina Cargill with a nice move there, and good job by the forward Ugwa to find her.
Yeah, Cargill, those are her first points of the night. She faked out Kennencott, went back towards half court, then went hard to the basket.
Kaw now is going to drive onto the right block. Her layup off the glass and good. Kennencott responds with 2 points of her own. 54-49, 5-point lead for San Francisco. Now pass gets down low. Up and it rims out. Ekto Paidua cannot finish. Good move there again in the painted area, but the Dons scoring leader tonight can't put it through. Jacoya Jones-Brown on the other side for Long Beach State. Minute and a half to go in this third quarter. 5-point lead for San Francisco. Jones-Brown dribbles over towards the right corner. Still crossing over. Now passes to Pukas coming up to the top. On a bounce, it gets to Kaw on the right block. Kaw spins, gets it, pokes loose. It's a steal for Ugwa. She gets out in transition, picks up her dribble, but gets called for the travel. Ugwa had her pivot step just drift a bit as she stopped her dribble, and she turns it over in transition.
Yeah, that was a great transition opportunity for the Dons. Ugwa had made her way across half court and then realized nobody was up there with her. Long Beach once again in transition, doing a great job of tracking back. There were 3 shirts ahead of Ugwa, preventing her from making a direct run to the basket.
Just over a minute to go in this third period. Pass to Oliva Fernandez up at the top for the Beach. Oliva Fernandez steps through, finds Pepe on the left wing, then sets a screen. Pepe picks up her dribble, finds Oliva Fernandez cutting on the left block. She fades away but misses it off the glass, and then immediately gets called for a blocking foul. Going down hard, McIntyre gets back up to her feet. Oliva Fernandez gets whistled there for her first personal of the game.
Yeah, nobody on the floor right now in foul trouble for Long Beach State. Kennencott has the most with 3. Amy Wright has to be happy with what she's seen. Long Beach on the defensive side, especially in the second half, has played a really clean game.
Ina Cargill brings it up for the Dons. She's played 26 minutes tonight, only 2 points coming earlier in this quarter. McIntyre gets it, goes right back to Cargill, now swung along the wing. They go down low and then back up to the top for Cargill. Now it goes over to Nita. She pulls the triple, no good from the right wing. Fighting though, it's an offensive rebound, but then it's tipped back to Judy Oliva Fernandez as Adok Paiba was falling out of bounds. She just kept it in. Oliva Fernandez secured the board. She passes over to Kenan Kaw. Kaw picks up her dribble on the right wing. Now needs to find a pass. Gets it to Pepe rolling up to the top. Pepe drives with the left hand onto the block. Scoop layup with the right hand. No good off the glass. Gets her own rebound off the tip. Pukas pulls a triple. Rims out. Heartbreak for Brina Pukas. It bounced off the rim a couple times but couldn't fall. 2 to shoot on the other side. The Dons chuck it up. It's not going to fall, and no foul on the floor, even though there was a lot of contact. We're going to the fourth quarter, 54-49, the Dons ahead of the Beach.
What a finish to the third. Brina Pukas, who on the night has 14 points and dragged Long Beach State back within striking distance. At the midpoint of this third quarter, can't get her 3 to fall. Kylie Pepe doing the work on the offensive glass, and Long Beach State only down by 5. 10 minutes to go to decide it here in the gold mine.
Should be a good finish between Long Beach State and San Francisco. Stay with us after the break. We'll have the fourth quarter here on 22 West Radio. fourth quarter getting underway between Long Beach State and San Francisco. We've got a good finish brewing, 54-49 to begin the fourth period. Jaquia Jones-Brown dribbling for Long Beach State onto the left block. She pump fakes, goes back out to Pepe. She drives onto the block, and the pass goes out, deflects off of Brenna Pukas, and then out of bounds. So the Beach with a miscommunication there. Pukas tips it, and then it goes out. Beach turnover to begin this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Brennan Pukas having to adjust the ponytail. She was cutting through the paint, and that pass caught her square in the forehead. Turnover to start this fourth quarter for the Beach.
Pass to the high post here for Ugwa. Ugwa squares up, lost that out of bounds right off of her foot. Good defensive pressure from Pepe on the ball, and then Kenan Kaw poking in from the corner.
Yeah, it's the 12th turnover for San Francisco and the 15th turnover of the game for Long Beach. Both teams not able to get their offenses in rhythm in this fourth quarter.
Brenna Pukas hands off to Pepe along the left wing. Pepe finds Oliva Fernandez cutting. Her shot off the glass, no good, but a foul. It'll be 2 shots for Judy Oliva Fernandez, who has looked a bit frustrated at times tonight. Still lets out a yelp before she goes to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Judy Oliva Fernandez, only 6 points tonight on 3 for 6 shooting from the field. All of her work has come in the paint. 4 turnovers, though. That's really been the negative stat line to watch for her. Something she struggled with all season long, but clutch free throws here. Free throws are going to be important here down the stretch. Long Beach has to make these free points count.
First free throw good for Oliva Fernandez. Her first time to the line today. She's got 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist.
In the season, an 87.5% free throw shooter.
Second one rims out. So it's 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. 54-50, Dawn still ahead. McIntyre on the other side gets a screen on the right. She dribbles over and passes to the corner for Ekdal Paiba, but then it goes back into the paint, and a foul gets called off the ball. Reyes Mourinho was receiving the pass. It's Pukas who gets called for the grab. It's Pukas' second personal foul. Inbound from the baseline, gets to Ekdal Paiba. She drives right into the left block, getting double teamed, though. Finds a cutter, layup up, and it rims out. Offensive rebound, though. Second chance here for Mourinho, and she puts it in right off the glass. A good finish. Don's back ahead by 6.
Mourinho has not had a good shooting night at all. 0 for 4 from the field, but now 3 points for her line. And how big could those 2 points be? They put the Dons back up by 6.
Jaquia Jones-Brown on the right wing for Long Beach State. She's dribbling, goes back to the basket now. Pukas up to the top. Jones-Brown picks up her dribble, gets over to Kaw right at the top of the key. Hands off to Pepe. Pepe drives in, tries to get it back to Jones-Brown. It was tipped into the backcourt, though. Jaquia Jones-Brown dribbles it back across. San Francisco wanted a backcourt violation. Jones-Brown crosses over, goes to the left block, chucks it up, a prayer with her left hand, but it doesn't fall. Rebound for Mourinho. On the other side, McIntyre in the right corner, dribbles out to the wing and passes up to Tausheva. Down low, Mourinho gets it. Hook shot with the right hand, no good. Oliva Fernandez, a strong rebounding effort. Ekdal Paiba was right there as well.
Yeah, the Beach scoreless to start this fourth quarter from the field. Still a 2-possession game, just over 8 minutes to go.
56-50. 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Kenan Kaw gets a pass on a bounce on the right wing. She gives a jab step. Oliva Fernandez working for space on the block, but the pass goes to Jones-Brown. Gets a screen from Pepe on the left side. She dribbles back out. Goes to Oliva Fernandez. 4 to shoot. She spins right on the block. She steps through. Hook shot, no good, off the glass. Rebound goes to Mourinho. On the other side, 2-on-1 for the Dons. Jump stop, and the layup is up and through for Candy Ekdal Paiba. Amy Wright's going to call a timeout here. The Beach come out flat to begin this fourth quarter.
Yeah, the third quarter started with a 9-0 run for Long Beach State, and now they've gone ice cold from the floor, as you mentioned, Bruce. San Francisco back up to an 8-point lead, 7:45 to go. Amy Wright in this timeout has to refocus her squad.
The Beach still winless on this young season, 58-50. San Francisco ahead here. The Beach are going to try and make a comeback late in the gold mine. Their last time out was another close finish against Sacramento State, but the Beach fell just short, lost that one by 3.
Yeah, and this is a San Francisco Dons team that this season really does have high aspirations, with 6 transfers and 11 of their 13-player roster being international recruits. Last season they finished 15-16 in the West Coast Conference, 11-9 in conference play. They've won 11 or more games in the conference every year since 2016.
58-50, San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. We'll be back for the remainder of this fourth quarter coming up next on 22 West Radio. 58-50, San Francisco ahead of Long Beach State. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go here. The Beach have only led one time in this game. That was only for a span of 35 seconds back in the first quarter. They led by 1. San Francisco took the lead right back, and they've kept it ever since.
Yeah, San Francisco, a very good team playing with the lead. They led for nearly the entire time against UC San Diego. Almost the exact same as what we're seeing tonight. They've also coming off before that UC San Diego game, 2 straight losses against Boise State and Seton Hall, where really they could not keep it close. Their first win against UNC Greensboro, they also led for most of the game. So this is a San Francisco Dons team very comfortable in the position they are in right now, up by 8, 7:45 to go, needing to just keep Long Beach State at arm's length.
Some things being worked through here. We're trying to find out how many timeouts Long Beach State has. Amy Wright says that they've got, I think Wright was saying that they've got 2, and the same thing was being pleaded by Molly Goldenbauer.
Molly Goldenbauer, in her 10th season as head coach of the Dons, has some Big West experience on her resume as well. After a standout career at Stanford, she made her way to Santa Rosa Junior College, bounced around a few Division II programs, and then found herself at UC Irvine from 2008 to 2012, led the 8 years to 4 straight Big West Championship tournament appearances.
Now in her 10th season here with San Francisco, long tenured head coach within the WCC. The Dons are picked to finish 6th in the preseason poll for the West Coast Conference, and they're off to a 2-2 start, looking to get above 500 with this one. Kenan Kaw with a bounce pass into the high post. Kaw with it, now hands off to Judith Oliva Fernandez. Gets a screen on the right side from Jones Brown, and that's going to be a foul. It goes against the Dons. Tausheva was getting handsy there, defending on the ball.
Yeah, Tausheva tried to blow up that screen between Oliva Fernandez and Jacoya Jones Brown. As you mentioned, Bruce, just a bit too handsy, and now she'll sub out. Dons want to keep her on the floor and out of foul trouble. She already has 4 personals.
Paula Terraro subs back in. Tausheva walked right back to the bench, didn't even have a teammate ready to check in, so there was a slight delay as Tausheva got herself ready to go. Jones Brown gives an inbound pass, but it's picked off by Terraro right off the bench. Terraro has a steal. She moves right across the timeline, crosses over on the right wing, goes to work on Kylie Pepe, still on the wing. Now she dishes off to Mourinho. Pass goes to McIntyre at the top. She crosses over, picks up her dribble, now goes over to the corner for Cargill. Amy Wright yelling something. McIntyre gets a pass, pulls the 3 from the wing, no good. Offensive rebound for Mourinho. Second chance, he goes up with the left hand, but missed it off the glass. Brennan Pukas secures the rebound for Long Beach State. Pukas works fast onto the other end, hands off to Jones Brown. Pass goes to Oliva Fernandez, now to Kaw in the left corner. Kenan Kaw, the junior, picks up her dribble, finds Pukas cutting, and it's picked off again. Another steal, this time from Megan McIntyre. On the other side, Terraro drives in, kicks to the corner. Wide open triple for Adok Pakbai, no good. Rebound for Jones Brown. She flips it over to Pukas, pulls the triple in transition. No good off the back iron. Long rebound, tipped and secured by Terraro. The Dons have the possession back. Molly Goldenbauer emphatically instructing to slow down to her team. San Francisco obliges. Hector Paiva passes along the wing. Now it's Mourinho getting it. She gives down low to the cutter, but it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go back to Long Beach State, but looks like the Dons will immediately be asking for a review. They'll get one. It looked like there was a tip to me, JD.
Yeah, it certainly did. Down there was Kylie Pepe. She might have gotten a hand to it, but Long Beach State now, almost halfway through this 4th quarter, have not scored from the floor. Only 1 point in the 4th quarter. No points at all in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Long Beach has gone ice cold at the worst possible time. Now a crucial review coming to see if the Dons are going to get a fresh 20 seconds off the inbound. Did Kylie Pepe touch that ball on the way through, or did Adok Paiva simply not handle it with care?
I think the question here, Pepe certainly looked like she got a piece. The question might be whether Adok Paiva caught a piece of it herself before it went out of bounds. It was a pass to Adok Paiva as she was cutting to the basket. Pepe was the defender on the wing. She definitely caught a piece of it before it flew out of bounds, and Adok Paiva still had her hands right up near the ball. See if it hit her fingertips before it landed on the baseline.
Oh, Adok Paiva, I don't think she touched it, Bruce. A little matrix move to make sure it went over her head, above her hand, and out of bounds. Adok Paiva has been spectacular tonight. She has 4 personal fouls. She's been playing with 4 for a while now, but she stayed on the floor because she's 9 for 13 from the floor. 21 points, her 3rd 20-point performance of the season so far.
Adok Paiva, the sophomore transfer from Seattle, originally out of Naples, Italy. It's been fantastic to begin this young season with her new squad in San Francisco.
And
Last year for Seattle, she was on the all-WAC freshman team.
yeah, coming off a 24.10 rebound performance against UC San Diego. She did have 5 turnovers, the most on the team, but really led them in scoring her first career double-double for San Francisco for the Dons. As we mentioned, her third 20-point performance of the season here in the Gold Mine. She's going to be so crucial for them down the stretch as the review is still ongoing.
Looks like we're going to see a review or a sub here for Long Beach State. First time we'll see Tyra Samuel Afolabi off the bench for Amy Wright coming out of the break. They're still looking at this, a very close review to find out who possession will go to. And the officials step away from the monitor. Our referees here tonight, Richard Walters, Corey Long, and Jen Calhoun.
An interesting guard duo on the floor right now as it looks after this review. Yes, Samuel Afolabi is going to be on the floor alongside Morgan Mack. Out goes Jacoya Jones-Brown and Brenna Pukas, who are the 2 leading scorers for Long Beach State in the Gold Mine tonight.
The ball is going to go to Long Beach State. So after a long review, they're going to... Oh, no, they are overturning it. There was a gesture pointed towards Long Beach bench, but now they say it is going to the Dons. So long review results in an overturn. San Francisco passes it in from the baseline. Cargill gets it in, handed right back from Mourinho. Cargill passes up to the top, swung right back to Cargill. This Dons team gets the passes away quickly. Cargill crosses over here, steps back, 3 to shoot, takes the triple, air ball, deflects off of her teammate, and then the shot clock expires. 6:01 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 58-50 lead for San Francisco.
Yeah, and off goes Time Rosawa Afolabi. Back in comes Jacoya Jones-Brown, hoping to lead this Long Beach offense to their first bucket from the floor in this fourth quarter.
Jones-Brown dribbles over to the left wing, and Leva Fernandez clears out. Jones-Brown now gets a screen from Pepe on the right side. She takes a mid-range shot, fading away. It's no good. A tough look there from Jones-Brown. She can't knock it down. Naira, an outlet pass. They swing it over to Cargill. She's going to pull the 3 from the left wing. It rims out. Tip goes out. A long rebound for Jacoya Jones-Brown. She moves fast onto the other side. Moves to the right block. Gets doubled along the baseline. Tries to step through it. She's going to the ground. Just get the pass away to the corner for Leva Fernandez. Then she gets it tipped away. The ball's going to land out of bounds, but stay with Long Beach State. Another good active defensive possession from Candy Ektapaiba.
Yeah, and really great work from Ina Cargill to deny Jacoya Jones-Brown the lane. The 2 point guards going back and forth. Jones-Brown loves to get downhill, and it was Cargill moving her feet, shuffling, cutting off Jacoya Jones-Brown from the basket. Now Long Beach will only have 17 seconds on the shot clock to make something happen.
5:25 to go in this fourth quarter. 58-50 the lead for the Dons. Inbound pass goes to Kenan Kaw. She gives to Morgan Mack over on the left wing. Mack swings to Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown takes one dribble and gives to Kenan Kaw. Now it goes down low for Aleva Fernandez. 2 defenders there, and Aleva Fernandez draws the whistle. There's a bit of a late call there. Mourinho arguing that she had verticality, went straight up with her arms, but instead it's going to be 2 free throws for Judith Aleva Fernandez.
Yeah, Mourinho, that's also going to be her 3rd personal foul. She'll stay on the floor for now. 3 points, 3 fouls for the freshman forward out of Spain.
A couple of Dons players in foul trouble. Ektapaiba has been in foul trouble with 4 personals for a while now. Now Mourinho with 3. First free throw is good for Judith Aleva Fernandez.
That free throw, Bruce, breaks a 4-minute scoring drought for the Beach.
4 minutes and 13 seconds to be exact as the Beach finally get back on the board. Second free throw also good. So Aleva Fernandez up to 9 points now tonight. The Dons in a scoring drought of their own, 2.5 minutes since the last points that they put on the board. 1 for their last 7 from the field. The Dons set up their offense. Pass goes on the right wing. Now it's swung right back to Cargill at the top. They pass it around to the baseline. Down low, the layup, no good from Mourinho. Still bouncing around, and now a foul is drawn after Candy Ektapaiba got the offensive rebound. She's going to get 2 free throws. A nice possession there from the Don. Quick passing, got them an open shot. Mourinho couldn't knock it down, but Ektapaiba gets the rebound and now gets 2 shots.
Yeah, that was a different defensive look. For the first time tonight, Long Beach State abandons the man. They go to a high 2-3 zone, which means at the top of the key, the guards need to double on the wings. The Dons are able to break it to perfection, move wing to wing, down low, and then back into the middle. That is a very hard zone to play, and Long Beach makes the switch. The Dons almost make them pay from the floor, and Ektapaiba, who's already had a spectacular night, can now punish them from the free throw line.
3 offensive rebounds for Ektapaiba in this one. She's 3 for 5 from the free throw line with 21 points. First free throw up and good. Ektapaiba looking like a star in the West Coast Conference this year for the Dons. Second free throw rims around and doesn't fall. It's a rebound for Judith Oliva-Fernandez as she hands off to Kenan Kaw in the backcourt. Beach set up their offense, trailing by 7, under 5 minutes to go. Kaw gives it on a bounce to the high post for Jones Brown. She gets a screen, drives right in, flips it up, and she gets the foul. It's going to be 2 shots from the free throw line for Jacoya Jones Brown.
She goes right at the chest of Candy Ekto-Paibe. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. I don't know if she knows it yet.
Seeing who they called it against, doesn't look like it is being listed as going against Ekto-Paibe on the digital stat log, but she's staying in there. It's only going to be her 4th personal. We get clarification coming from the scorers table.
She'd been listed as 4 personal fouls throughout this 4th quarter, and now the correction comes in, a crucial one at that.
Jacoya Jones Brown missed the first free throw. Here's the second one. It's up and good. So the lead down to 6. Ekto-Paibe able to stay in for the Dons. A big clarification there. Cargill dribbling up at the top for San Francisco. They swing it around over on the right side. Naira back up to the top for Mourinho. She gives a pump fake, goes back to Naira. One dribble. Now she passes over towards the sideline. Almost got lost by Cargill, but she tracks it down. Gets a screen. Cargill moves up to the top. 8 to shoot. Cargill on a bounce. Kylie Pepe got her foot up there. It's a kickball violation. Shot clock will stay at 6, and the ball will stay with the Dons.
Yeah, and Long Beach State, a different defensive look again on this possession. They're denying everything from inside the three-point line. They're trying to force San Francisco to take a 3-ball here.
Check that. Shot clock goes to 20. Now they shoot it right off the inbound anyway. No good off the back iron on the 3 from Naira, but an offensive rebound gets them another chance. Now spotting up. Cargill takes that triple and knocks it down. Wide open. The second chance 3 able to fall. The Dons out to a 9-point lead.
Yeah, the 6th triple of the night for San Francisco. That breaks up their scoring drought. Their first shot from the floor to fall in over 3.5 minutes.
Jones Brown gets a screen from Oliva-Fernandez. Now pump fakes. Kenan Kaw back cutting, but Jones Brown still hasn't found a pass. Now she doesn't get it away. It's a timeout called by Amy Wright just ahead of a 5-second violation. So the Beach avoid the turnover but use one of their final 3 timeouts. 62-53, San Francisco ahead.
Yeah, time is running out for the Beach to make a run. They have not scored efficiently at all in the 4th quarter. Just 1 for their last 8 shots from the floor. Took them forever to get a bucket to fall from the floor. They've gone ice cold and really at the worst possible time. San Francisco, for their part, have not been able to capitalize to full extent. But now with a 9-point lead in less than 4 minutes to go, the Beach need to turn up, Bruce, out of this timeout right here, right now.
9-point lead for San Francisco. Keep it right here as it's a quick 30-second timeout from Long Beach State.
After tonight, Long Beach has a few games coming up. They have to hit the road to Corvallis. They're going to play Oregon State on the 23rd, and then it's going to be the home opener of the Big West Conference schedule, December 4th against UC Santa Barbara. So those conference games coming up thick and fast in just a few weeks for Long Beach.
62-53, San Francisco ahead by 9. Long Beach trying to make a big late comeback to pick up their first win. Otherwise, they'll fall to 0-5. Inbound pass from Kenan Kaw gets to Jones Brown. 11 on the shot clock. Jones Brown gets a screen from Pepe. Moves over to the right wing, hesitates. Now Pukas wraps up, but Jones Brown keeps it. Short corner on the right side. Jones Brown still dribbling. Now spots up. Takes a long 2. Kisses the front of the rim and misses. The rebound goes to Terrado. She passes in transition, but the Dons will slow it down. Terrado gets it back. Drives in. Long 2 is good. Paula Terrado knocks down the shot. The lead all the way out to 11 now for the Dons as they're pulling away.
Yeah, and Kylie Pepe went out to snag the ball. Gave the Dons a 5-on-4 as she wasn't able to pick it off. Now the Beach desperately need a bucket.
3:10 to go in the game. Bounce pass to Kenan Kaw on the right wing. She's dribbling. The Beach offense has lost its rhythm. Pass to Oliva-Fernandez, picked off. It's a steal for Mourinho. Dribbling across, Naira takes it back up and passes to Mourinho at the top. Now it's swung over to Cargill. Cargill finds Terrado, who calls for a clear out on the left wing before handing off to Naira. Back up at the top, Cargill passes over Ekto-Paibe with space on the right wing, but she'll pass it back to Cargill. 10 to shoot. Cargill drives, puts it up with the left hand, but gets rejected. Big block from Judith Oliva-Fernandez. Goes out of bounds, still will be Don's ball.
Yeah, Oliva-Fernandez holds a definite height advantage and just stays home. Is able to track Cargill, who stands just 5'9", into the paint and then lay down a big-time block. Long Beach, though, in a 2-minute scoring drought, still down by 11.
Cargill inbounds it, then gets the pass right back. She dribbles over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Takes it long, too. No good off the glass and then the rim. Rebound goes to Lauren Cummings. Long outlet up to Pukas on the left side. She dishes to Oliva Fernandez. Pass down low. Picked off again. The Beach getting careless with their passes. Cargill with a steal. Don's on the other side. Pass goes down low for Mourinho. She's right underneath the basket. One dribble, and then she puts it in off the glass. Mourinho up to 5 points, and it's a 13-point lead for San Francisco.
Yeah, Noelia Mourinho just backs down Brianna Pukas. Is able to get the shot she wants and isn't going to miss from 3 feet away.
Jones-Brown on the right wing. Long Beach running out of time to make a comeback. 2 minutes even to go. Brianna Pukas dribbling at the top. Passes over. Kenan Ka pulls the 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound for Noelia Mourinho. Pass from Naira right to Cargill. San Francisco going to slow things down. Cargill dribbling up at the top, trying to take some time off the clock with a 13-point lead. Swings over to Naira. Naira on one bounce to Mourinho. Naira gets it back, pulls the 3. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for Mourinho. Not much of a contest from the Beach on the defensive glass. She hands off to Naira. Back to Mourinho. Swings to the corner. Now to the wing. Naira drives back in. Puts it up from the right block. No good. Off the left side. They're fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Judith Oliva Fernandez. It will once again stay with the Dons. 1:20 to play and a 13-point lead for San Francisco.
And the European influence shining through on these last few possessions, Bruce. The Dons are just moving the ball. It's like watching Liquid move across the floor here at the Gold Mine. Such significant ball movement is putting the Beach under so much pressure defensively. They cannot get a stop.
Cargill dribbles at the top, getting doubled, but she goes to the corner for Ekto Paiba. She drives baseline, dumps off. Mourinho puts it right in. A nice assist from Ekto Paiba, all the way up to a 15-point lead now with just over a minute to play. This one just about wrapped up. Jones-Brown on the left wing, or on the left block, puts up a hook shot and can't get it to fall. Mourinho with the rebound. Dons onto the other side. Tirado will dribble back up towards the timeline and slow it down. 48 seconds to go, driving and kicking to the corner. Pump fake goes over to Mourinho. Now pulling the 3. It's no good off the front of the rim from Naira. Still fighting along the baseline. It goes out of bounds off of Cargill. 41.2 on the clock and a 15-point lead for the Dons.
Yeah, Ina Cargill really hasn't had the greatest offensive game. Just 5 points, but the reigning WCC Offensive Player of the Week has facilitated the offense all night long. Big reason why they're up by so much and now have a chance to slow this game down and see it out.
9-0 run for San Francisco, a scoring drought over 4 minutes for the Beach here late. Kenan Ka works on the right block, gives a pump fake, now scoops it up and in off the glass. Shot clock is officially off with a 13-point lead for the Dons. See if they just dribble this thing out. 68-55, that is going to be what they do. Cargill dribbles right in front of her bench, and this thing's going to go final. 68-55, Long Beach drops their 5th straight game to open the season. Their next chance to go out and get a win will have to be up in Corvallis before they head back home for the Big West season opener on the 4th.
Not the 4th quarter Long Beach would have wanted by any stretch of the imagination, Bruce. After that 3rd quarter, a 9-0 run to get the quarter started. You felt like they were going to close the gap. We're only down by 5 entering the 4th, but it's San Francisco who takes this one by 13. Their largest lead of the night comes at the very end. They make that final run. And all over the floor for San Francisco. Impressive performances, consistent scoring. Jacoya Jones-Brown, another 20-point performance. Brianna Pukas puts in her best of the season. But in the end, it's not enough as Long Beach State goes ice cold in the 4th quarter and drops their 5th straight to open the season.
20 points and 12 rebounds for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Another strong performance from her. And as you said, Brianna Pukas with her new career high, 14 points. But the Long Beach State squad for Amy Wright loses their 5th straight game to open the season. They'll still be looking for their first win on the road at Oregon State next time out. San Francisco wins this one. A strong performance from Candy Ekto Paiba. She leads the way with 22 points, and the Dons improved to 3-2.
Yeah, the Dons will go to play Lehigh in a couple of days. They're rolling now. Excited to see what they can do in the WCC this year. You mentioned Coach Amy Wright, and we've heard, as we mentioned a few times during the broadcast, so much about how she wants 40 minutes of complete basketball. Long Beach put out 30 today and just could not come alive in the 4th quarter. Ran out of gas at the wrong time, and against a very good Dons team that was always going to make them pay if they went quiet. It's Long Beach who drops another one, still searching for that first win.
That'll do it for us here at the Gold Mine. Long Beach State drops it 68-55. The final score is San Francisco wins on the road. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State women's basketball on 22 West Radio. We'll be back on the air tomorrow at 7 p.m. for Beach men's basketball to wrap up the Battle at the Beach tournament. Hope you'll join us for that, and thank you for tuning in to this one today.